What it do, y'all? What's good? Welcome to today's video. Today we'll be working on another Apex tip for you guys to help you guys get better at Apex Legends, as well as also for any of my Twitch subscribers. So if you go over there and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nagato, if you sub to me, a new thing that I will do is that I will personally help play with you through some ranked matches to help better your play. So that's a new thing that I'm going to start doing to all my loyal and faithful subscribers that do want to get better at Apex. I am not the best, but I am not fucking terrible, so I can help pick you up on good habits to have when it comes down to playing rank and all of that great magnificent stuff. So let's jump in with today's tip. So today's tip is weapon mastery. A lot of the times when you play Apex, a lot of the times you may not get the weapon that you may do so desire. You may on drop not even get a weapon that you're comfortable with. So while you're out there pub stumping and all of that great stuff, you do want to try a lot of the other different weapons, because that becomes very, very important. You want to sit into the firing range. You want to practice a little bit with a few of the guns to kind of get used to using them. And then after a while, when you're playing in like pubs, because pubs is a form of training, like it's a way to help you get better. So when you're playing pubs, think of there's just two ways that I go about it. I either run the whole game except for with a P2020 or just some shit that don't work, but I will run the entire game with whatever weapons I get on drop to force myself to get out of my comfort zone of playing with these same weapons and getting better and more efficient with those said weapons. I even wanted to get better with the wingman. So I focused a lot with playing the wingman. My shots with the wingman got better. I did the same with the PK. My shots and stuff with the PK got better. So you want to master and try different weapon combinations that could benefit you a lot. Like I went from doing snipers with assault rifles and stuff like that, and then I realized that really wasn't like contributing enough to the way that I wanted to play the game. So after taking the time out to mess around with a different loadouts, I was able to find loadouts that work for me. So in certain situations, on certain days, I'm able to go, wingman car. I feel comfortable with that combination. I even was at the top of this season 13, I wasn't comfortable with using the flatline, and now I love the gun. Like I've gotten so much better with using the flatline, so I have started like using it a lot more. I do flatline wingman, stuff like that, and the other day I finally, out of all the time I had a chance to play the game, I finally had got the Havoc and the turbocharger Havoc. Like you run into these situations where you may get this. And even in in-game, there are situations where, like, let's say you get to the end of the game, you're completely out of ammo in your gun in your gun. Nobody has any spare ammo, and you finish a squad wipe or whatever, you find a box and they have this weapon in it. You want to be able to pick up that weapon and be able to efficiently use it. So while you're out there playing in pubs, you want to practice using all the different type of guns out there. You want to be able to land shots with the alternator, because a lot of the times on drop you're going to get an alternator. So you want to be able to be efficient with the alternator. You want to be able to be efficient with the R99. You want to be able to be, car currently is in the replicator, but you still want to be comfortable with using a car. There may be a situation where you just ain't getting what you're getting. You got to quickly craft a car. You know what I mean? You want to be able to use the 301. You want to be able to use the flatline. You may not have enough heavy or light ammo, so you want to be able to be versatile between the two. And then on top of that, that allows your overall gameplay to expand tremendously, because now you are able to play in different ways on the different maps, because each maps require a strongly different type of play. Like when we play like on Stormpoint, there's a lot of snipers on Stormpoint. So if you're not efficient with one of the type of snipers, you want to practice more using sniping, getting used and comfortable to having a loadout that revolves around using the charge rifle, having a loadout that fits you with the longbow, and etc. etc. So when you're out there playing pubs, you do want to practice actively using these different guns to get you way more comfortable with playing Apex, and I swear it will increase your play tremendously when it comes down to these type of days, because one day you might not be able to land a single shot with the 301 for whatever reason, and then you pick up a flat line and you're beaming, you're doing good. So if you're not opening yourself to these different type of weapons and loadout, you're limiting yourself. You're extremely limiting yourself. Some guns are just way harder to hit than others. Like with the Rampage, I cannot shoot the Rampage for anything, but I'm getting to the point where I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with landing those shots with the Rampage a little bit now. The Spitfire, I love the gun. I think it's ridiculous. Never played with it in any other season. And I think like last season when it came back to the ground loot, I picked up the Spitfire and was like, wow, this gun's it, man. This gun's it. So you most def do want to do that. That is my tip for you guys. So get out there, get in those pubs, and get to trying out different weapon loadouts, get to playing with the different guns, get yourself that weapon mastery where you're comfortable and you have you're a little bit more efficient than you previous was with almost every weapon in the game. You need to have it except for like the beak. I mean, of course, like the beak in P2020, you're gonna get a lot on drop, so you kind of want to dabble a little bit with those on drop, so that you're not in a point where, you know, you're rushing team fights and stuff, and then you don't have a weapon that you feel comfortable with using, or a team pushes you, and you know, so from there, like, oh, I got this, you know what I mean? So get out there and do that. And on top of that, what are some of your favorite weapon loadouts? What loadouts for weapons are you currently using? What is your favorite weapon loadout? Mine currently, my two favorite weapon loadouts is the Wingman and the PK. That is a very precision type gameplay there with those two weapons, but I love it, especially when it comes down to pub stumping. And I also love currently my flatline in my car. It allows so much versatility into play as far as when it comes down to the ammo reserves that I need. And yeah, so what are your current favorite weapon loadouts? And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on all social medias at Nagato. Deuces.